on digital radio, on the app, on your smart speaker, on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch.tv, and Facebook.
The Sports Cast. Expect the unexpected.
The update presented by the Sports Cast.
Welcome to the Sportscast, October 18th, 2024. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Apple Podcast. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also on online radio. Visit our website, thesportscast.net. Also, follow us on X at the Sportscast1. Or check out our app, the Sportscast for iOS. Sean Payton has won the Sean Payton Bowl in New Orleans last night as the Broncos defeated the Saints. And Jay Cutler got arrested this morning. And joining us all the way from the Bay Area. It's getting cold out here. Sherrod, welcome back to the Sportscast.
Thank you, Santiago. It is always a pleasure to be here and representing the Sportcast and talking sports with you, my friend.
How's the weather over there? Is the fog appearing by the Golden Bridge already?
It is cold, man. Let me tell you something. When I got up this morning, I was like, oh, the trash guys are coming today. So I had to put the trash out. It was cold. It was windy. I got a lemon tree in the backyard. I got lemons and leaves all over the place. You could
grow lemon trees in your backyards in San Francisco?
Yeah, I did. I got a lemon. I got a plum. Yeah.
We can't do that in Florida. We can't grow mangoes.
Oh, man.
You have to get a special permit for that.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did.
Breaking news. Jay Cutler got arrested with a DUI and gun possession this morning in Tennessee. I forgot about Jay Cutler. He played for the Bears, played for the Dolphins. Jay, Ray, what were your thoughts over this news this morning? It was all over TMZ, at least.
It's sad, man. I hope, it's sad because he was one of I remember when he played in the NFL, and he was pretty decent. I mean, he wasn't elite, but he was a pretty decent quarterback. A lot of controversy with the teammates, like he really didn't care. He didn't really try hard enough. But this is sad, man. This is sad because it's like hate to see NFL players go down that really bad road, man, when they get out of the league. So I hope and pray that he gets his life together and get on the right path, because DUIs and the gun, yeah, that's just bad. It's bad, man. That's bad.
Not good early this morning. I think when he was with the Bears, that Bears had a good winning percentage, I think, with him.
He was with the Bears. Bears is great. Me personally, I thought his best was when he was with the Broncos.
That's right. Was that before the Bears, right?
I think he went Bears and then he went Broncos.
That's right. Let me look that up. But yeah, I forgot him about the Broncos. I guess he was there after Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the next big thing.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking it up. He's 41 years old. His mugshot just came out, but I can't post it.
No.
Okay, he was with the Broncos first.
Yes.
Then the Bears, then Miami. But the Broncos, he was there from 06 to 08. So that was before Peyton Manning. Way before.
Okay. All right. I'm look, man, I'm old, I do remember he played for the Broncos.
Well, there you have it. Jay Cutler, prayers, as Ray said. Other news which we are going to talk about. Russell Wilson may start this Sunday. Not 100%. He was taking a lot of first-team reps this week. It looked pretty good. My philosophy, and I think Ray's philosophy, is keep Justin Fields till he loses. Your thoughts? I
totally agree with you with that, Santiago. I mean, if you're winning, dude, I'm like this. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. The guy's been – how you mess with a player's mentality when he's been winning, putting his life on the line, running from guys, and winning. He won games. He won the last game. Stats wasn't all that, but a win is a win. And to bring in Russell, but I get it. Russell was the starter in the beginning, but my thing is this: it's always next man up, and if that guy is winning, you keep going, So,
You keep going until you lose.
but ownership and also marketing, who's a bigger star, who's gonna, it's all about money and all kinds of, because he's a champion. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's Russell Wilson. He dates a beautiful, Sierra, his wife, and everything. But don't do this to Fields, man. Do the right thing. Tomlin, do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Also, early in the week, which we have not talking to Ray about, Devontae Adams got traded to the Jets. Now he's expected to play versus the Steelers. He had a hammy for the past 3 weeks, and all of a sudden
he didn't have you stop. He didn't have no hammy. He didn't have. Look, let me tell you something, folks. When you want to get out of a contract and you don't want to play for a team, I got a hammy. Like I said last week, man. Soon as he walked out of the building, his legs straightened up, and he got in that limo to get on that plane to fly out to New York. He ain't have no dang hamstring. I'm calling bull on that.
What'd you think about that move? Obviously, he was there when the trade happened. He was in New York already. But what are your thoughts? Will this turn things around for the Jets?
Yeah.
Now they got their new interim coach.
Yeah.
And Salah's out. Is this going to be a big game changer?
Wilson, Devontae Adams, then you got Breece Hall in the back, and you got your big tight end, Conkler, or whatever his name is.
Conklin.
Yeah, this is Conklin. Thank you. This is good. This is good. Aaron Rodgers got his receiver back. Wilson was dropping balls too. It seemed like him and Wilson just had a disconnect. Him and the other guy, Lazard, I mean, they were doing great. This is good. Yeah, this is good.
This is good for the Jets.
And they're in a good spot too. They're in a good position spot.
They're 2-3 right now.
Hey, 2-3. You still got a lot of football to play, and you're getting Devontae Adams. Yeah,
not bad. Another big transaction that happened. Amari Cooper was traded from the Browns to the Buffalo Bills. Bills needed a wide receiver one. Your thoughts as an older Amari Cooper? He's 30 years old. He started with the Raiders, went to the Cowboys, Browns, and now with the Bills. Is this going to be a huge help for Mr. Josh Allen?
Definitely. Amari Cooper is no scrub. He's still got a little bit of gas in the tank, and I think this is great. Now, here's the thing. Josh Allen, can you sling that ball? You're going to give it to him, because mostly I see Josh Allen is playing running back. He's doing a lot of running. Now you got Cooper. I mean, he's got some ballers. He's got some ballers around him. He's got a good Kashir. I'm messing the names up, but he's got.
We'll call him Kashir.
Okay, he's got some good receivers, man. But I think that's a win with Cooper. Because come on, man, Cooper and Deshaun Watson was a mess, and I'm so glad Cooper is out of Cleveland. He needed to get out of there, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Khalil Shakur, Keon Coleman, and Matt Hollins.
Thank you. I'll be messing names up, but I know who they are.
Raiders, Mark Davis shuts down rumors about Crosby being traded. He wants to get traded, but the owner does not. Is that a good thing?
Man, that's another place that's a mess is Vegas.
Vegas looks messy. It looks messy. Even the head coach was talking about it. Yeah, well, the business decisions is messing up our game.
It is. And that's sad, man, because you really need to trade because your team is not doing good. That's when you gotta, if you want to win, you gotta make trades. Tom Brady, superstar, even though he deflated.
Well, now Tom Brady is the minority owner of the Raiders.
Yes, he is. He's got a stake. He's got a stake. What's that?
Is it 10 to 15% stake? I think
it's I think he's got like maybe I'd say maybe about 15. Tom Brady got some money, man, but he ain't the owner. He's not the majority. He's a minority. He's not.
final say on anything.
He ain't got the final say. He just gets a nice little box, some hot dogs and some soda. He can sit in there with his supermodels.
Yeah, quite something. Which is not his only team he owns. He also owns a soccer team in England called Birmingham City. So it's going to be quite interesting what he does with this broadcast situation. He cannot enter the locker room. He can't go to a practice training session for any of the games. So he can only go to the actual game itself. So he's very limited.
It's still money's money. You still, you gotta. If you invest in something, you're looking for some returns. But
investment. All right.
if I was Tom Brady, I would be in that war room and try and draft some players after the season and build this team and get you a quarterback, get you an elite quarterback. This is what's missing on this team.
Quite something. A lot of teams need quarterbacks. Some teams need receivers. Let's go to Thursday Night Football last night. The Broncos dominated against the Saints. Sean Payton returned where he used to coach for many years. Javonte Williams, running back for the Broncos, rushed for 2 touchdowns, and the Broncos trumped in Coach Sean Payton's return to New Orleans, beating the banged-up, reeling Saints 33-10 on Thursday Night Football.
First of all, shout out to my friends. We were in the Discord watching the game. Shout out to Rue. He actually got the Bronco defense against me. The defense showed up, but let's be honest, man. They played a Saints that just was Broncos defense, 28 points. Okay, thank you, Rue. We still have more football to come Sunday and Monday. I feel sorry, man. I feel sorry for the Saints because this was Drew Brees' night. He was getting inducted into the Saints Hall of Fame.
Greatest Saints quarterback of all time.
But Payton, his old coach,
interesting.
Showed up.
What about those Broncos, Ray? Are they the real deal? I think they're in a good streak going on. But what are your thoughts over this team? Is this team to look at closely, or hey, that an easy game against the Saints?
Come on, man. Look. I'm not. Please don't get on the Broncos wagon, okay? All right, don't get up. Dude, what can you explain to me? What did Sutton get? What did Sutton do? What did Sutton get?
Let me pull that up. I don't have that.
Guess what? He didn't get nothing.
He got nothing.
He got
the passing
nothing.
game is not there for them.
You got to hey, Bo, you got to pass the ball, man. You got to pass the ball, Bo. You got to pass the ball.
Knicks passed for 164 yards and ran for 75 yards, which Tom made it statistically. The Broncos outgained New Orleans 389 yards to 271, while heading the Saints to their 5th straight defeat. The Saints quarterback Derek Carr is missing his 2nd straight game, and Rattler started instead. What do you think about Rattler's performance?
I thought his first performance was he did really, really good. This second performance was horrendous. It was horrible. I mean, there was one where it was a fumble. He had the ball up. He was running for his life. That offense line didn't protect him whatsoever. That offensive line didn't even open up anything for Kamara or anybody to really run through. The only body that was really running good that night was Bo Nix. Bo, good Lord.
75 yards.
Dude, 70. He had a 32 where he was running. I was like, wow. Rattler, the defense was just too much for Rattler, man. The defense was really, really good. But let's be honest, folks. Saints is missing Olave. They're missing some their top receivers. Their running back was a no-show last night. It was just devastating. But hey, you know what? You play the person that is in front of you, and got to give it up to Denver. But I'm not. Denver is not. They're not elite right now. I'm sorry. Bo's got to be able to throw the ball in the air.
Yeah, that's key. As we say before, you got to throw the football. You can't run it all the time. But Javonte Williams get a lot of credit to him. 2 touchdowns, 88 yards, and a lot of field goal kicking.
He's good. He was good. Oh, my God. The kicker, if you had the
Lutz.
Bronco Lutz. I mean, good Lord, you got some fantasy points last night because he was what 4 for 4. Yeah,
4 for 4, 15 points. That's a lot of fantasy, I think.
Yeah.
So there you have it. The Broncos are there for us. Ray says no. But Bo Nix,
get out of here. No.
I think he's gonna do well. I think he franchise quarterback, maybe.
Hey, he's winning games. You know, if you go back and you look at amount of win games when he started.
Right. We'll see what happens. But it's working out for him than Russell Wilson, though.
Yes.
All right. This is the favorite part of the show, NFL Week 7 preview. This is going to be a good Week 7 because there is a London game, and that London game is going to be Patriots at the Jaguars. The Patriots started their rookie quarterback, Drake May, who threw for 243 yards last week, Ray, in his first career start in Week 6. Jaguars had not had a good game a week ago. They lost big time with your Chicago Bears. Who do you have? Patriots versus Jaguars in London.
Both these teams, I'm sorry, they stink. Sorry, UK, but I got the Jaguars because your man's got Ingram back in the he's back.
Which you need a tight end to win, right?
Exactly. And so I think that's going to help Trevor Lawrence with that tight end. I think Bigsby, that's your man. I keep telling you, that's your running back. That's the guy. Plus, they got another another running back on that team that's good. So I got Jaguars. I got the Jaguars over the
Tank Bigsby. He'll probably score a touchdown.
Tank's gonna go right through the Patriots.
This game, I know that Ray's going to take a look at it because the Seahawks, they're a division rival. They're going up against Atlanta, hot Atlanta, who's 4-2. Seahawks had a good start. Will this be a barometer for the Seahawks?
Seahawks defense is going to give the Falcons some issues, but I don't know, man. Something about Kirk Cousins with London, Mooney, Pitts. They got two awesome running backs. I got the Falcons to win this.
As Ray said, Seattle has the 22nd in blitz rate this year, and the Falcons have Bijan Robinson, who is pretty hot, and Algier. So we'll see what happens in that game. Should be a good one. Tennessee at Buffalo Bills. Amari Cooper is probably going to start. Tennessee, their passing game has gotten off to a terrible start. And the Bills made a big move this week to get Amari Cooper. He might get some catches. Who do you have? Tennessee at cold Buffalo. It might be cold up there already.
Let me tell you something. I got the Bills, man. If Cooper plays, it's going to be a little, little rusty. He's got to know the playbook and everything. I don't think he's going to get 100 yards, but I think he's going to get a couple of passes. But I got the Bills to beat the Titans. Titans, they got a good running back. But they just they got to get that ball up in the air, man, and they're just not doing it.
Bengals at the Browns. You know what that means? Myles Garrett versus Joe Burrow. What's going to happen there? The Bengals have to win. They're 2-4. The Browns, they're 1-5, but they have Deshaun Watson. What's going to happen in this Midwest, Ohio?
I want everybody in Cleveland to get them brown paper bags and put it over your head, man, because Deshaun Watson is horrible. I got the Bengals. The
Bengals win in Ohio. The Guardians, will they beat the Yankees too?
Yes.
Okay, there's some hope in Ohio. All right, let's go to Green Bay, the hottest team. That's what Coach DeMeco Ryan said early in the week, that the Packers' Jordan Love will be the best quarterback we've seen this year. Why is he saying that? They're pretty hot.
You gotta hype your man. You gotta hype your man up. You gotta hype your guy up.
This is a big game. Texans, CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love. Who do you have?
Oh man, two awesome young quarterbacks. They're gonna go. Their balls are gonna be flying in the air, folks. And then the running backs. You got Jacobs and you got Mixon. But I got Texas, man. Something about
Texas winning Green Bay.
Yes, there you go. I believe in CJ Stroud. I think he's gonna just up one over Love, and Joe Mixon is going to be running through the Packers. You heard it here. Joe Mixon through the Packers.
Joe Mix, it is. Let's go to Indianapolis Dolphins with their quarterback Huntley starting for the third time. Keep an eye out.
Coming back on week
is out. He's back.
Who's coming back week 8? I'm sorry, week 8. Tua.
Tua. Oh, you think he's coming back?
Coming back. Tua's coming back.
He's coming back. You know who's not coming back? Joe Flacco. Anthony Richardson is starting this weekend. Who do you have? Miami at Indianapolis.
I'm sorry, man. Until Tua comes back and they get a decent quarterback, I'm gonna give it to the Colts. Anthony, man, Richardson. That boy, that's a bad brother, man. He's good, and they got some weapons. I got the Colts beating the Dolphins.
Will this be the game that Minnesota loses for the first time this season? They're gonna have a true opponent, Detroit Lions. Detroit's offense will enter Minnesota on a roll under the leadership of Jared Goff, who has 5 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. Minnesota's defense has allowed the NFL's second fewest rushing yards per game, 67.2, and the fewest rushing touchdowns. This is the game of the weekend, perhaps. Lions at Minnesota. Who do you have, Mr. Ray Sherrod?
Man, I have Sam Darnold going up against my good friend Rue Diggs, and I need Sam Darnold to go off. But the Lions. I'm giving it. The Lions are going to beat the Vikings. You're going
in Minnesota.
Yes, Vikings are going to get that L, folks. The Vikings are going to get the L, but it's going to be a powerful game. There's going to be a lot of scoring, but I see the Lions because I think the Lions. They got the running back. They got St. Brown. I see them just doing a little bit more, man. And
is it because they got that momentum from the Dallas game?
Yes, they're popping their collars. They're feeling themselves. I got the Detroit Lions beating the Vikings.
Well, Ray said so. I don't know about that. I'll pick Minnesota because they're in Minnesota. Let's go to this showdown. Saquon Barkley returns to New York against his former team, the New York Giants, as Eagles, who are 3-2. Face the Giants, who are 2-4. This is a Saquon game. What's going to happen there, Mr. Ray?
This is a revenge game. And I'm sorry, Eagles, you got A.J. Brown, you got, Shaquan. Eagles are going to stomp all over the Giants in New York.
And the Giants have a bad run defense, so I don't blame you for that pick. The West Coast showdown, Raiders at the Rams. Rams are 1-4. Yes, I said it. Raiders are 2-4. What's going to happen there? Sean McVay earns his 79th career win this past weekend. He could tie John Johnson for the most by a head coach in Rams history. This is going to be a weak game, it feels like. What's going to happen here in Los Angeles?
You have Myers is hurt. The receiver's hurt. You just lost your number one receiver. It's a mess in Las Vegas, man. I got the Rams to win this. I see Matt Stafford. This is if any game he want this, Matt, this is your game right here. He's going to have a field day with the Raiders. Yes, I know there's no Cup. I know there's no Pua, but he's got a 2-2.
2-2 Atwell. All right.
2-2 is going to have a big game.
Tough game, SoFi. We'll see what happens there.
Or
Panthers
Robinson.
at the Commanders. Commanders lost last week against the Baltimore Ravens, and the Panthers only had one good win with the Red Rifle. Is this a given or not? What does Ray say?
Man, I'm sorry, dude, but the Commanders are getting ready to whoop the Panthers, folks. Come on, man. Zach, you got McLaurin. I mean, the Commanders just got way too many weapons. I do believe that the Red Rocket, Dalton, he's going to air the ball out a little bit, but their run game, I don't know, man. I think the Commanders are gonna stomp their run game, and I think the Commanders are going to win. Shout out to my boy Vet and his Commanders. Commanders are gonna win.
Vet is riding high this season. Did you think Commanders had a good game against the Ravens?
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. But I told you, hey, what did I say? What did I say last week, folks? I said it's gonna be a good game, but you know what? The veterans. I'm sorry. Derrick Henry, and Jackson, they're legit, folks.
They're
That's a
unstoppable.
legit team. It's legit.
It's unstoppable.
Yeah.
I mean, Ravens are the best team. I mean, right now.
Yes.
Oh wow, we'll see. Maybe that's what King Henry might be helping out Lamar push that Super Bowl push.
He's shoving people out of his way, and he's doing it they're a force.
They're a force to be reckoned with, according to Vince McMahon. This is the game of the weekend, not the Lions and the Vikings. Chiefs 5-0 at the Niners, 3-3. Super Bowl rematch. Ray, you got the floor for this one. I can't say anything.
Finally, Chiefs, you get to play a real team. You get to play a real team. All right, you're 5-0. I'm sorry, Chiefs are getting that L from the Niners. We got Debo. We might not have Jennings, but we got Debo. We got Kittles. We don't have CMC, but we still have running backs. We got running backs.
You got running. Now, let me ask you this: is a CMC? Can you see a scenario he's out for the rest of the season, or you don't think so?
I don't think he's coming back, man. I don't think he's coming back. And like I said, if he does,
God bless him.
I'm thinking playoffs. I'm thinking
timing?
CMC playoffs. Maybe not in the regular season, but I do think playoffs. And if we do get in the playoffs, that would be just the icing on the cake to get CMC back. And as far as the Chiefs, we don't even know Juju. Juju's hurt right now. So who's he gonna throw it to? Hey Patrick, who you gonna throw it to?
Yeah, Chiefs didn't get Devontae Adams. They didn't get Amari Cooper this past week.
Who you gonna throw it to? Oh, that's right, Kelsey. Well, guess what? We're gonna have our eye on Travis Kelsey. All right, we gonna make sure he don't get nothing.
How many touchdowns will Kittle get?
Kittles will get 1 touchdown. Debo will probably get 2 touchdowns. And Brandon Ayuk, where are you? He's going to show up this week, folks. He's going to show up.
His money, Ray.
He's going to show. I think I did a trade to get Brandon Ayuk on my team, and this is the week Brandon Ayuk he's going to go off.
The timing can be more impeccable. Anyways,
look at the history. Brandon Ayuk has gone off on the Chiefs.
History doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Saints, no. The Jets at Steelers. Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers reunited, and a possible Russell Wilson healthy and starting. This is going to be a Sunday night football to watch. Who you got?
Dude, I got the Jets. Because Russ is going to be rusty. He hasn't played. This is just he's back. I think he's going to be a little bit rusty. I think he still needs to get used to the players that he has because it's been Fields. I don't. This is a bad move, man. I would stick with Fields. Fields is winning, but I got the Jets, man. You got Aaron Rodgers, he's got his man back. He got Devontae Adams. Guys, go back, look at video when he played in Green Bay. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers was just a tandem like you wouldn't believe. And I got the Jets. And Breece Hall in the backfield.
Yeah. That's something that Aaron Rodgers cannot be complained about. But yeah, Jets at Steelers. One thing that I want to point out that Fields was very humble about it this week. So he said, look, I didn't play good enough to be a starting quarterback. Very humbling statement.
You know what he had, folks? Look. He has to say that for the cameras and for the media. But what he's really saying is, what? This is the respect that I get? This, oh my, fine. And let me tell you what's going. Russell is going to get out on the field, and I don't wish no ill will or nothing, but Russell has a history of getting hurt, folks. This man he's old. He's old. Can't beat Father Time.
Can't beat Father Time's undefeated. But one of the reasons why they're starting him is because Russell Wilson has a better arm. He's more explosive. So we'll see if that what Mike Tomlin wants. And no better team to play against with the Jets to see how it goes.
He's seeing what he's got. He's trying to see what he has in Russell.
Yeah. I would
Gonna
rather
lose.
play,
Gonna lose.
with Russell Wilson versus excuse me, versus the Jets and let's say the Chiefs or
Yeah.
Minnesota,
Good point.
But
Good point.
well, there you have it. Rude Dick says go home, Wilson. Ray knows. Russell Wilson start is dumb. He agrees with you. And Rude Dix also said Minnesota Super Bowl this year. I said it with a
You know what, Rue? Anyway,
he's saying that because they have to beat the Niners to get to the Super Bowl. So
it ain't gonna happen.
it can happen. Playoff experience, you can't get more than the Niners. Well, there you have it. Week 7, a lot to look at, a lot of drama. There's a London game. We got Russell Wilson. We got Devontae Adams. A lot to look at. Hopefully, it won't be blowout city like this past Sunday. The 4:00 window, Ray, was blowout city.
It was, and but guys, you know what? You never know what you're gonna get. And in London, it gets a little tricky too.
It gets crazy. I don't believe in home field advantage for the Jaguars. I don't think that's true.
No, it's not. It's not. So we don't know.
How about the Cowboys? Panic button. What's going on there?
Oh my God. It's called Jerry Jones. Is just, I feel, you know what? And I'm just being honest. I feel sorry for them Dallas fans because Jerry Jones has no problem collecting your money, folks. Collecting your money. He's got you in that beautiful stadium getting your money. You guys are buying all that. He needs to do the right thing and let somebody take reign of the team.
Yeah, I agree. Have a GM.
It's time. Get a GM. There's a bunch of great NFL minds out there.
How about
Jerry?
Bill Belichick?
Hello? It's time. Jerry, you can only do so many news bites. You can only do so many promises. He didn't even do nothing at the trade deadline. He said, we're good.
That's bad.
We're good. We're good. We don't need to trade. Jerry, who you fooling? What?
He's not fooling Ray.
He ain't fooling me. You're
or me.
Jerry, come on now. Ugh. Dallas
Yeah.
is in bad. It's bad right now.
I think they're closer to a rebuild than a Super Bowl at this point. So
I agree with you. And Dak, you got all that money, Dak. You know Dak is the number one paid person.
and
You can't
NFL.
get blown like that if you're making all that money. Come on, Dak.
Quite something. Well, there you have it. Week 7, a lot of drama. Ray, what is the best way to reach you online to ask you, hey, should I start Devontae Adams this weekend?
Definitely just start Devontae Adams. And I traded, believe it or not, Santiago, I traded away Devontae Adams to get Brandon Ayuk.
Wow, that's an interesting trade.
Yeah, I know I'm a 49er idiot. But anyway, that person, he's in the chat. Good luck with Devontae Adams. I gave you a Christmas present. Guys, I'm Ray3473, the gaming cyborg, also Ray Sherrod. You find me in Cyborg City Discord. In there with my friends. We watch and we talk football. We play video games. I'm also Ray3473 on X.com and Twitch TV. I do game streaming content and certain podcasts. Thank you, Sportscast. Thank you, Santiago Leon.
No, Ray, thank you. You could reach us at thesportscast.net or the Sportscast1 on X and Instagram. We'll be live tweeting throughout the weekend. And we'll see what happens Sunday Night Football. So someone said something in the comments. I'm trying to see here. Okay, Ray stops trades in Cyborg City.
He was getting ready to make a trade, and then he's playing up against me this week, and he was going to make a trade with somebody, and then they were going to trade back. They just wanted to loan a player. That is a no-no in fantasy football. You don't do that. You play your roster. Don't be chicken. Take the butt whooping like a man. There you go.
Ray plays with his heart, not with his head.
Exactly.
Okay, there you have it. Ray, I appreciate you coming out to the Sportscast.
Thank you.
This was your update.